Attention on Rosehill and Flemington this afternoon. Live cover of the doubles action. Here's Ken Callender's thoughts on the day.
Thanks a lot, Bear. Yes, racing again live on the wide world of sports this afternoon. The Daly Double live from Flemington in Melbourne and from Rosehill here in Sydney. Not the best horses in the land going around today. They'll be back in about a month. But what the heck, they pay you with the same brand of money. In Melbourne in the first leg, I like number 3, Draft Choice, trained by one of the best trainers in the country, Tommy Hughes, to be ridden by Patrick Payne, a last start winner at the Provincials and well up to this class. In the second leg, number 1, Mr. Elegant, a last start winner at Sandown. I think he can make it 2 in a row today. In Sydney, in the first leg, number 1, Manly Star. Now, I've tipped this horse a lot. If he doesn't win today, I promise I'll stay off him in the future. But I think he will win today. And in the second leg, a very hard race, the second leg in Sydney, I've plumped for number 12, Playing Hard. A fair 4th at Randwick last start, and this field doesn't look as strong. Good luck, good punting. Back to you, Bear.
Good, Ken, thank you very much. Well, quite an afternoon coming your way.
For a moment for race 5 out at Flemington, the Coolong Handicap over 1,400 metres. Here's Ken Callender.
Thanks a lot, Max. Yes, the first leg of the Daly Double at Flemington. The Coolong Handicap is a 1,400 metre race, and there's no allowances for apprentices. The apprentice on the horse that I'm tipping, Draft Choice, is Patrick Payne, and he doesn't need an allowance because he's ridden more than 60 Metropolitan winners, and he doesn't get one anyway. Let's look at the early prices. These are the TAB prices in Victoria. Note that. Marabou's Phantom is at 10 to 1. Premier Copper, Stanley Aitken, is at 25 to 1. Draft Choice, the horse I've got a few dollars on, Patrick Payne or Paddy Payne, whatever you want to call him, is a 7 to 1 chance. Laser Beam, Speedy, might struggle at the distance. Peter Hutchinson is the rider. It's at 10 to 1. Next up, the Pinzagon is how you pronounce this. Greg Childs, the ex-New Zealander, it's at 7 to 1. Turnout is a 10 to 1 chance. Top Walk to be ridden by Mick Clark. Not tied down to the David Hayes stable these days. He freelances, but a great jockey. A jockey who's won a Melbourne Cup, among other races, on at Talac. Top Walk is at 7 to 1. Direct Path, Harry White, the veteran. Direct Path is at 33 to 1. Kaviri is a scratching. Party Dancer likes it wetter than it probably is today. The track's more dead than slow. The wetter it is, the better for him. The Jay Morn, the rider, it's at 11 to 1. Regal Rourke is at 30 to 1. Vista Boy is another scratching. Master Luke, Stephen King is the best back runner. Stephen King in dashing form, and Master Luke is into 5 to 1. Clear-cut favourite in a wide betting race. Northern Time at 100 to 1. Haddad is a scratching. Wag is a 12 to 1 chance. Flamingo Cloud is at 9 to 1. And Norani, the bottom horse on the list, is at 66 to 1 to be ridden by D. Nikolic. 66 to 1, the bottom horse. Okay, let's have a look over at the start there. The majority of them are in. It won't be long now. 1 or 2 still to go forward, and we'll be ready for a start of the first leg of the Daly Double. No flashing lights yet. You'll see a flashing light when the starter's just about ready, and you'll see the starter come around the front and climb up onto his platform. Up he goes, or just about to get up. He's ready. He's on top. They're about to go. Let's go to Flemington and John Russell.
And Flamingo Cloud slow to get going. First out, Party Dancer in company with Turnout, who commenced well with Top Walk away quickly. And getting out smartly also is Direct Path, and the Pinzagon is showing speed, being followed closely. Over on the outside, going around them, Premier Copper, and they were being followed by Regal Rourke and Laser Beam. Settling into stride, Party Dancer is the leader by length in advance of Direct Path. Half a length to Laser Beam. Over on the outside, the Pinzagon, followed by Turnout on the rails. A bit further back is Top Walk, Premier Copper, Draft Choice, centre field, followed by Narani, Northern Time, Marabou's Phantom. Well back to Master Luke, followed by Wag. Draft Choice is second last, and last of all is Flamingo Cloud. Racing up towards the 700 metre mark, and Party Dancer is the leader. Showing out just in advance here. Direct Path is getting a nice run, and Laser Beam moving up on the outside of the leader, coming into calculations, followed closely there. Over on the outside by the Pinzagon, and Turnout is back along the rails, followed by Northern Time, Premier Copper. Very deep on the track there is Marabou's Phantom as they straighten up with about 500 to go. It's Party Dancer on the inside and Laser Beam together. Here comes the Pinzagon. Direct Path looking for a way out, Premier Copper, and they're followed next by Top Walk over on the outside, and behind them then finishing on Marabou's Phantom as they come down with about 300 metres to go. Anybody's race. Top Walk has gone fast on the outside to tackle. The Pinzagon, and over in the centre, Northern Time coming through with a good run. Top Walk tackled by Northern Time's got right through on the inside. Northern Time takes the lead. Draft Choice flying. Draft Choice might have got up on the inside to beat Northern Time. Premier Copper close up with Top Walk, followed by Flamingo Cloud and Wag, and and they were followed by Depingsagon and Narani, and then came Marabou's Phantom, and further back to Master Luke, who was never in the hunt, finished a mile back, with the Regal Rourke well back Direct Path, and the last time is Lacer Beam.
Yes, what a bunched up finish that one. We'll give you official placing shortly. But now it's time to head back for Wimbledon for the semi-final between Boris Becker and Pete Sampras.
Love.
I never found the time to smell the flowers, never found the time to hear the birds. I was concentrating hard where I was going. Listened, but I never really heard. Now there's time for me to stop and smell the flowers, time to listen to the song of life, time to stop and taste a summer shower. You brought something special to my life. Help me see the world through different eyes.
You can help train a guide dog by sending your donation today to the Guide Dog Association.
The championship. And time continues to run out for Becker.
To Rosehill, this is the Castrol Southern Cross, race 6. You know, once upon a time, New Zealand trainers came to Australia only for the big carnivals in the autumn and the spring. Nowadays, it seems that they sneak over just about every week. We have a trainer called Royce Dowling in Sydney at the moment, Ken, with a little horse called Opus, who's a definite hope in the race coming up.
Yeah, hard to beat Opus, John. I've tipped Manly Star, thought he'd be at better odds, but Opus is the danger. The New Zealand prize money's pretty average, and when you look at the value of the New Zealand dollar, they're racing for twice as much if they come to Australia. Number 1, Manly Star, is only at 6-4 on the tote. Thought he'd be a better price. Getting out a little, about 260 now, 13-8. 14 Blazing Anchor, 25 Stolen River, 25 Lagisque, 13-4, 3.25 Opus. 16 Our Red Star, 6.5, 13-2 Badoon. Misty Patches running in a later race, 7-1 Cash on Schedule, 16 Tudor, 80 Art Do, 50 Defensive Play. I Want Manly Star. Here's John.
Here's the last one to come in. Yes, Tudor it is to move up, and they'll be set. Now Tudor coming over to complete the line, and the starter looks at his watch and sees that they're actually a fraction ahead of advertised post time, so this will start right on the button. Manly Star stands in well with Cash on Schedule. Opus has the inside stall. Light flashing on top. Set. Ready to break. Off and running. Good start. Beautiful start. Tudor on the outside is about the first out. Banoon might have got into trouble because he dropped back sharply to the tail of the field. Lagisque speeding straight to the lead over Manly Star. Tudor will settle third. Then Stolen River, followed closely on the fence by Opus, and right behind those Our Red Star. 2 lengths to Cash on Schedule, and further back Defensive Play, followed by Blazing Anchor and Art Do, and back at the tail Banoon. To the 1,000 metres mark, and Lagisque kicked away with plenty of pace on, led by a bit more than 2 lengths on Manly Star, 3/4 to Tudor on the outside, a bit more than a length to Stolen River, followed by Opus, and Our Red Star trapped out deep as going forward in a hurry. 2 lengths away Defensive Play, followed by Cash on Schedule, and 3 deep as Blazing Anchor. Then Art Do and Banoon on the outside is now tacking on last. 700 out as they come down the side. Lagisque being taken on by Our Red Star. Manly Star running third, followed by Tudor, and then Opus, and behind those Stolen River, Blazing Anchor, Defensive Play. Cash on Schedule a fair way back, followed by Art Do and Banoon as they swing around the corner. Lagisque, the leader, straightening up over Our Red Star, who's under plenty of pressure. So is Manly Star, and then Opus, followed by Tudor. In the straight, 300 metres out, Manly Star has raced past Lagisque and Our Red Star. Opus is running on with Tudor down the extreme outside. Manly Star, clear with 100 to go, is holding them at bay at the moment. Tudor and Opus can't do any better. Tudor is picking up the leader close to home, but Manly Star too good and will win. Manly Star beat Tudor, and Cash on Schedule has rocketed home to get third, followed by Opus, Defensive Play, Blazing Anchor, then Art Do and Banoon from Our Red Star, followed by Lagisque, and Stolen River pulled up with the tail enders.
Yeah, well, he got the money today, good fellow. Manly Star responding there for Kevin Moses is going to pay $2.60 a win and $1.40 a place. His stablemate Tudor Row running into second place for young Snowy Baker in the Mike Willisey colours. Can't pick up Manly Star, but if you backed him for the place, Tudor Row will pay $3.70 the place. And third, flashing up in the middle, is Cash on Schedule. Number 9 will get third, and he'll pay $2.30 for the place. Maxie Walker, that was the story of the first leg in Sydney.
Thanks, Kenny. Talk to you again shortly. Well, part of the fun on Wide World of Sports is having you take part in the at to Rose Hill, and here's Ken Callender.
Thanks very much, Max. As you can see, there's just a couple left behind the barrier. That's Misty Planet, number 1, or Misty Patch, I should say, and he's at 7 to 1 if we look at the bookmakers board. Number 2, Stunning Planet, is at the same price, and he's a very big tip on course, 7 to 1. 30, Son of Cafe, 80, Star Bazaar, Dorman Smile favourite out to 5 to 2, Blazing Thoughts at 15 to 1, Hunter Kingdom 30, Little Tootie 11 to 2, 9 to 2 Charik, Welcome John is scratched, 20 Vanefra, 15 Playing Hard, 25 Storm the Fort, and the bottom 2 are both at long odds, 100 to 1 Sail Ahead and 80 to 1 Newton. They're about to go. Here's Johnny.
All set. Race 7, the Liquid Engineering Handicap, ready to break. Stalls open, they're away. Good start, Sail Ahead, if anything, a shade tardy, and one of the first out, Stunning Planet. Newton jumped quickly, and so did Blazing Thoughts and Storm the Fort, and getting into a good spot, Little Tootie, followed by Son of Cafe. Dorman Smile settles down just off the pace, and then Vanefra with Charik out deep early. Playing Hard a bit worse than midfield, a gap then to Hunter Kingdom, followed by Sail Ahead. Well back second last, Star Bazaar, and Misty Patches last as they settle to the 1,000 metres mark, and Newton on the outside, working hard to go to the lead over Blazing Thoughts and Son of Cafe third. Storm the Fort next, followed by Little Tootie, Stunning Planet, Vanefra between horses. Dorman Smile is bailed up on the fence at the 800 mark, followed by Charik. 2 lengths away, Playing Hard, and then Sail Ahead and Hunter Kingdom, and the last couple are Star Bazaar and Misty Patch. Coming down the side to the 700 mark, Newton on the outside, and Blazing Thoughts are the 2 leaders. Son of Cafe third, Storm the Fort fourth, followed by Little Tootie, Stunning Planet, Vanefra. Dorman Smile on the fence with nowhere to go as they come to the turn. Charik is carted right off the track on the corner, and then Playing Hard, followed by Misty Patch and Sail Ahead. In the straight, Blazing Thoughts is nicely clear over Newton and Storm the Fort. Dorman Smile on the fence, followed by Little Tootie, and then Son of Cafe and Stunning Planet with Playing Hard coming right down the outside. Blazing Thoughts and Newton with Playing Hard grabbing them fast on the outside. Oh, he went straight past them as though they were tied to the fence. Playing Hard has dashed clear. Misty Patch is coming out of the pack with a late run, but Playing Hard's in front. He'll win a double for Johnny Marshall. Playing Hard beat Misty Patch, and a heap of them for third. Little Tootie, Dorman Smile and Sail Ahead wide out, followed by Newton, Vanefra, and then Charik, Blazing Thought, Stunning Planet, Hunter Kingdom. Well back in the field, Storm the Fort, followed by a Son of Cafe, and back with him, Star Bazaar.
Well, a man's tipped the daily double here. Look at him go, Playing Hard down the outside, swoop to the lead. The grey Misty Patch, which was held up for a run, come late, but there was nothing he could do about it. Playing Hard had too big a break, and if you've backed him on the tote, he'll pay upwards of $17 for the win and $4 for the place. Misty Patch second will pay $2.40. Very close for third. There's about 3 or 4 in it. We'll flash the official third down the line. That at the moment, I think it's time for us to have a break and then back to Courier and Edberg at Wimbledon.
CABs for Rose Hill Race 7, 12, 1 and 8 the numbers. Ken Callender, you are a genius. Playing Hard, the winner, as tipped by Ken, $17.50 and $4 even. Unbelievable. Misty Patch, $2.40. Little Tootie, $2.10. I'd like to know what that double is going to pay. Maybe Ken will give us a rough idea a little later on. Now, AFL, let's have a look and see how the games have
progressed. He's at 10 to 1. A bit of value today, but I've got 3 out of 3, so I can stick my chest out. Let's hope that he can make it 4 out of 4. Ark Raj, favourite on the tote end with bookmakers, is at 7 to 2. Scratch this morning with Shemin Defer. Maribor is at 7 to 1. Stephen Kingsmount. Blue Orchids is at 9 to 2. Well in commission. Cagney, named of course after Jimmy, is at 20 to 1 chance. Our Bandolero, Fabian Alessi, the jockey, is at 12 to 1. Then a run of 3 scratchings. Amacian, Centuries Hall and Chad's Luck. Beats a Duck, what a name for a horse. I suppose a Century beats a Duck. It's probably by Century. Beats a Duck, Peter Mertens is at 14 to 1. Our Wave King, a 33 to 1 chance. Star Del Rey, seems pretty good odds on the tote. Peter Hutchinson's mount, well in commission in the ring, is an 8 to 1 chance. Street Bow, one of the roughies, at 33 to 1. Smoke the Clay, I don't think you'll be getting 20 to 1. I reckon that'll come in a little bit. 20 to 1 at the moment, likely to firm somewhere down about 12 or 14 to 1. The Lifetime Dream is a scratching. Burning Star is at 55 to 1. Victory Colours, been specced a little bit. Victory Colours is at 15 to 1. The next horse along, Ronald's Regret, is at 33 to 1. Cresta Cocktail at 50 to 1. And the bottom one, if we can get down to hit, Young Ruffian is a 33 to 1 chance. Now this, and that Daily Double Bear in Sydney, if I've got time to stick my chest out, paid $64.50 for $1. Manly Star and Playing Hard. Now, as you can see, there's only 3 in the line here. This is the straight 6. We've had these races on television before. It's a straight 1,200 metres, no bends, no curves, and you think horses shouldn't get blocked in. Well, they do, because they usually race in a pack. But at the moment, the best going at Flemington at this time of the year seems to be down the outside. So rather than see them all cross to the inside rail, you'll see a large number of them cross to the outside rail. Well, they're getting in fairly quickly. Mr. Elegant, I've picked him because he's drawn towards the outside. He's in barrier 15. A last start winner at Sandown, trained by Barry Barnes down at Cranbourne. Barry, the son of Mel Barnes, who trains at Randwick. Mr. Elegant won well at Sandown there, beating Our Strong. Before that, he finished second here at Flemington in a straight 6 race on a slow track. So I just hope that he can go a little bit better today. Mr. Elegant, if you're looking for him, races in all maroon colours. Nothing else. All maroon, I should say. All maroon colours. And Ark Raj, number 2, is in navy blue with black stripes. So he's the favourite. They're the 2 you might look for. Mr. Elegant in all maroon. About to go, here's John Russell.
Out pretty well, heading straight to the outside, as is Mr. Elegant, and going fast out there also Ark Raj and Our Bandolero, and down on the inside Ronald's Regret got out pretty well with Smoke the Clay showing speed, and just in behind them is Star Del Rey, being followed by Burning Star, and a bit further back is Young Ruffian, followed by Our Wave King, and Cagney is last of that bunch on the flat side rail, whilst towards the grandstand side here's a good go for the lead now, and one of the leaders out there is Cresta Cocktail showing out. Ark Raj is very prominent with Our Bandolero, Mr. Elegant in behind them, and Blue Orchids up there also, and so is Street Bow as they race onto the course proper. On the flat side, Smoke the Clay, one of the leaders with Ronald's Regret, joining in Our Wave King, Burning Star, Maribor. Further back, Beats a Duck making ground, followed by Young Ruffian, Star Del Rey and Cagney. And on the grandstand side, here comes Mr. Elegant coming at these leaders very quickly, in company there with Victory Colours, and Blue Orchids is getting through towards the centre of those horses as they come down past the 300-metre marker, where Beats a Duck on the flat side has dashed well clear here. In second place, Smoke the Clay. Coming out of the pack then is Cagney with a good run, and down the grandstand side Mr. Elegant. Beats a Duck as well clear on the flat side. It'll win at Beats a Duck. Beats a Duck drew away to score well. Cagney might have been second from Mr. Elegant down the grandstand side, and they were followed home next by Blue Orchids, and further back then is Our Bandolero, followed next home by Cresta Cocktail and Victory Colours. Smoke the Clay, Burning Star, followed by Our Wave King and Maribor, Ronald's Regret, Star Del Rey, and Young Ruffians finished a long way back in the field there towards the tail, and well back Ark Raj and also Street Bow.
Yes, number 11, Beats a Duck, you little beauty. OK, let's head back to the centre court now.
Break point.
He does have short preparation on the two-hander.